Okay, so once again, good afternoon and welcome, of course, to Advanced Curriculum Development. Okay, I am delighted, of course, to welcome you to this course on Advanced Curriculum Development. So my name is Dr. Marmelo Abante, and I'll be your professor for this semester. So to give you a bit of my background, no, actually I am teaching for almost 2 decades, no, and with experience no in a crafting curriculum as technical panel and commission higher education no or research with research interest of course and related to curriculum management. My journey in education has been shaped by uh, of course my guiding principles no. It is great to do things what others say you can, and I am passionate about exploring how we can continuously improve the learning experience we design. So this course, no, or the curriculum development is designed to, of course, develop into the complexities of curriculum development from the historical context no, to the most current trends. We'll examining how curriculum theories have evolved, especially in the context of the Philippines, no, and how these theories no, translate into practice and today's diverse educational landscape. You'll be challenged to critically analyze existing curricula, no, explore innovative approaches to curriculum design, and think no, strategically about how to manage curriculum changes effectively in your own educational setting. May I request, please, everybody to please turn up your microphone for a while. Thank you. Now, what to expect, no? Throughout this course, no, I encourage you to engage in discussion. You may give additional inputs or share your own experiences, no. Curriculum development is not a static process, no, because it's dynamic and ever changing, influenced by, especially in the field of education, no, by social, cultural, and technological shifts, no. So your insights and perspectives no, will be invaluable as we navigate these topics together. So this is collaborative learning environment. I want you to feel comfortable exploring new ideas, even if they challenge conventional thinking. My role here is to facilitate your learning, support you in your academic and professional growth, and of course, help connect the dots between theory and practice. So by the end of this course, my goal is for you to feel confident in your ability to design, evaluate, and manage curricula that are not only effective but also responsive to the needs of your learners and the demands, of course, lagi natin narinig, 21st century world. Let's make this semester of deep learning, meaningful discussions, and practical applications. I am excited actually to work with you all and see how we can push no, the boundaries of curriculum management together. Now, before we dive into the course content, I'd like to learn a bit about you. No? Let's go around and have each of you introduce yourself. Tell us your name, what brought you to this course, and what you're hoping to get out of it. Okay? So, start with Miss Gallardo. Go ahead.
Hello po, Doc. Good evening po. Good evening, everyone. So I am Miss Jelica C. Gallardo from City College of San Jose del Monte. Currently po, nagtiteach po ako sa um, senior high school and college department. Currently, nag-handle po ng mga subjects in English aligned since ang bachelor ko po ay English. No, so what brought me here to this one is highly po talaga ang nag-encourage po sa amin na yung aming director no para kumuha ng educational management since her vision po sa amin is that hindi lang po grow in teaching but in administrative tasks din po. So with regards sa mga po sa subject, I am excited po kasi Kumbaga, yun nga yung sabi niyo po kanina, Doc, no, na yung mga complexities of curriculum design, no, sa atin po, sa ating bansa, walang nagtatagal actually. Parang medyo marami po talaga, very diverse po yung curriculum natin. So, it's very important po talaga na maintindihan, maunawaan, no, yung ganitong klaseng aspect in education so that we can give the best for our learners. Yun lang po, Doc. Thank you po.
Thank you so much, Madam. Thank you so much, Madam Galyard.
Pa.
Miss Boracho. Go ahead. Miss Anna Marie, go ahead.
Hello po. Good afternoon po. Good afternoon po, Doc. Good afternoon, classmates.
Good afternoon.
My name is Ana Marie Boracho. I came from Marilao, Bulacan, and currently teaching at WCC ATC North Manila. What brought me here in this course is ano po, in-encourage po kami ng superior namin enroll to enroll MAED kasi po ano sa totoo lang parang advantage po namin na makapagturo po kami ng college po, Doc. And also since ako po kasi BE Ed po ako, kumbaga kulang po ako, hindi po ako ganun ka-qualified na magturo ng senior high school. So, for me to be able to teach senior high school, parang kailangan kong mag-enroll ng MAED. And also po, para na rin po sa growth ko as educator po. Sana po marami po akong matututunan po dito sa subject na to. Especially po designing curriculum po. Yun po, Doc. Thank you po.
Okay, thank you so much. How about Miss Fatima? Yes, go ahead. Wala po kaming naririnig. Okay, balikan ka namin. Mr. Felipe Michael, go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, classmates. It's Michelle po, sir.
Sorry, Miss.
Good afternoon po. So, I am Michelle B. Felipe, Bachelor of Elementary Education, currently connected to DepEd Rizal, but I am from Tarlac City. So, I have taken MAED for my personal growth din as an educator, and for the fully develop po yung aking skills as a teacher. And for the subject, I hope na I will learn and deepen my understanding about the curriculum and to explore more about it. As what I've said about a while ago, sir, na complexity. So, ibig sabihin, marami akong matututunan in this subject. And that's all, sir. Thank you po.
Thank you so much, Miss Michelle. How about Miss Pantaleon?
Hello po. Good evening po, Doc.
Good evening.
Yes, so my name is Krisha Eliza May F. Pantaleon, and I am working here at WCC Gimba as a college instructor. So for me, I'm actually not an edu graduate. So I graduated from Far Eastern University in Manila with a bachelor's degree of mass communication. So during the pandemic, I decided to take 18 units of education units, and luckily the year after that I passed the LET exam. So I think this situation encouraged me to continue my studies when it comes to education, because since I'm not a graduate of education, I want to broaden more my knowledge regarding education. Yun po. And regards to curriculum development, Ganun din po. Hopefully, I can learn more regarding curriculum. I can actually adapt it into my sa akin po sa pagtuturo. Ayun. Thank you po.
Thank you so much. How about Miss Punsalan?
Hello po. Hello po, Doc. Kumusta po?
Yes.
Yeah. By the way, I'm Teresita Punsalan po. Just call me Teacher Tess or Ma'am Tess po. Dito sa Caloocan po ako nakakonect. WCC po. Ayan po. Kilala ko po si Doc Melo. Ayan. Kasi for this subject, sir, ayan, expected ko na lang po siguro or expectation ko po na matutunan pa talagang about sa curriculum. For 20 years, marami na rin pong pinagdaanan yung ano po, na-encounter po about sa curriculum po, college and high school, and even elementary po. And, marami pong changes every time na magbabago-bago po. Ayan po. At for more on ano po, yung siguro yung nag-trigger na rin sa akin na mag-undergo ng master's po sa education for improvement po tsaka yung sa growth po. Yun lang po.
Okay, thank you so much. Sir Ben Lee.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Doc.
Good afternoon.
This is Bentley Formoso from Cebu City po, Doc.
Wow.
I keep on browsing FB tapos nakita ko yung Gimba Colleges and yung City Colleges rather. And I nag-try po ako and then I'm here now enrolling Master of Arts in Education major in Educational Management. Since I am into the middle administration handling a department, so I would like to enhance my skills and leadership. So it's better to learn more strategies, more skills in leading a department po, Doc. Yun na po. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Miss Monicar. Ma'am Monicar.
Hi, good evening, sir.
Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. I'm Miss Alicia Almonicar from World City College, ADC North Manila, presently teaching subjects in senior high school and junior high school. Now, I took this MAED, sir. This is my third time since I am already 58. Now, my children used to ask me why do I need to finish my master's since after 2 years. For professional growth na rin po, sabi ko sa kanila. And then, well, at the same time, for my fulfillment din po as a teacher to finish MAED. Now, what my expectation to this subject, sir, maybe someday, I'll be part of the curriculum designers, so I can contribute. And then, of course, sir, I could understand, the immediate change of the curriculum nowadays, like the TEF-Ed, now that they have a new curriculum, which is the Matatag po. So, having this course, siguro po, maiintindihan ko bakit kailangan magbago ng magbago. Yun lang po, sir. Thank you po.
Okay, thank you so much, Madam. Okay, Sir Edmar. Sir Edmar.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hello po, good afternoon po. So, I am Edmar Alcarte po. So, I am a nurse by profession, now teaching in the tertiary level. So, basically, I am assigned in the level 3, teaching professional courses. I am taking up this master's for me to widen my knowledge regarding management. And since I am also handling research and development and handling also courses as a team leader, so I would like also to develop my skills in order for me to manage my subordinates ko. And I am also hoping that through this course, curriculum development, I would be more acquainted on the strategies no, on how to improve our curriculum in BS Nursing. Thank you po.
Thank you so much, sir. How about Miss Castillo? Miss Castillo.
Hello po, I'm sorry po.
Go
Ayaw
ahead.
siya mag-unmute. So, yeah, my name is Eliza B. Castillo po, and I'm one of your new students po na ma-handle kasi po, iba po yung mga naging prof namin for the previous semester. And the reason that I get this course is for me to be able to be augment with this curriculum advancement, particularly sa mga AI and then digital tools, because a lot of 21st century learners ay mas magaling pa po sa atin magturo. So aside from that, the reason that I got this course is because at kung si Robin Padilla ay may urge sa ibang bagay, ako po urge ko na mas mapalawak, mapabroaden yung aking nalalaman in terms and dito po. Then, in terms of my education po, I graduated at Our Lady of Fatima University with a degree of PSSE, major in English po. So, I'm currently working as a tertiary and senior high school teacher at STI Fairview College po. Then, sa gabi po, I also have my part-time kasi medyo hindi kinakaya ng isang trabaho lang. I'm also working as an online teacher po sa isang Chinese company. Yan po. Thank you po.
Thank you so much. Okay, how about Sir Raymond? Sir Raymond,
Yes, good afternoon po.
afternoon.
Good afternoon, Doc. Good afternoon, classmates. I'm Raymond Viga Freya from Sarangani Province. Yun na. What brought me to this subject? Kasi po, nag-handle po ako ng school. I am a school head of an elementary school. And timely din itong subject na ito for me to know more about curriculum development, especially na kailangan namin ng mga school heads ng curriculum review, contextualization, and implementation. So I hope na marami akong matutunan with Doc Mamerto.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Okay, thank you. How about Miss Del Coro? Miss Del Coro? Miss Del Coro, can you hear me? Andito pa ba or nag-leave na? Okay, balikan natin siya. Proceed tayo kay Sir Evangelista.
Hello po, sir. Greetings, good evening po. So my name is Lester John Evangelista. I am affiliated with WCC ATC North Manila. I began my tenure at WCC as an instructor for one of the subjects offered by the college, the character formation, and also the Christian living. And as an integral component of the academic environment at WCC, it is both a prerequisite and also an enhancement for me to teach at the college level. As a pastor, teaching is an essential aspect of my role, and acquiring further knowledge on the subject will significantly, I believe, enhance my ability to create a more impactful teaching approach. Of course, sir, some of my expectations are to seek further knowledge and to know more about our instructor. Thank you, sir. Good evening po.
Thank you so much, sir. We may proceed to Sir Joshua. Sir Joshua.
Good evening po, Doc. Good evening po.
Go ahead.
My name is Bagyo po. I'm from the Baisiha. What brought me to this course po is to seek higher education, to seek higher position and high salary. And in kanon po, in terms of what do I expect on this subject is some advanced methodologies about curriculum since yun nga, sabi nga po kanina, lagi na lang, every administration, we have different curriculum. So, kung bakit ganun, hindi katulad siya ng other countries na meron lang na silang isang curriculum na hindi nagbabago. So, mostly maybe our curriculum are political also. So, I think that's one factor. Pero hindi ko rin po sure. Kaya yun po tingin ko na malalaman ko dito sa subject na to. Thank you po.
Thank you so much. Miss Zamorano. Miss Zamorano,
Ayan, hello po, sir.
go ahead.
Ayaw po mag-click ng camera. Okay na po. Ayan, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ma'am Shari Zamorano po, affiliated at WCCET sa North Manila, currently teaching junior high school and senior high school department po. So, planning to take masteral na rin po, pero I am thankful kasi our company is providing their instructors for professional growth. So, grinab na po namin yung opportunity dahil may discount po kami. So, educational management, of course, from our course to develop skills and knowledge in leading and managing po in any areas of education. Yun lang po, sir. Good afternoon po.
Thank you so much. Miss Angeline Mara. Miss Angeline Mara.
Good afternoon po.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon po, everyone. So, I'm Angeline Maratugigi po. I'm currently connected with WCC ATC North Manila. I'm with the Department of Student Affairs. And I took masters po in education management because I want to improve pa po professionally and personally since my role in the DSA um requires it din po. So I want to improve pa po and hopefully I learn more po from this class po. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, next will be Miss Mary Grace. Miss Mary Grace. Miss Mary Grace. Okay, balikan natin siya later. Miss Menchi. Miss Menchi,
Yes, sir.
go ahead.
Good afternoon po din. Ayan, nakikita na kami din lagi sa QC. Ayan. So, I Miss Menchia del Socorro. I am working at WCCQC and I am teaching senior high school and have some loads in college. So, I am teaching philosophy in senior high and understanding the self in college. And before I be in CAS, I've been first teaching Christian living dito sa QC. And why I enrolled in MAED because syempre unang-una po personal growth and development po, and yung before ako mag-start in WCCQC, sa church po namin, we are having preschool. And I handled that for about 13 years. So, nagsara lang siya dahil nung time na kailangan ng estudyante ng LRN, we don't able to give them the LRN kasi nga hindi registered yung school sa DepEd. And we are saddened about that. And nung nagsara siya, talaga pong pinlano ko na mag-enroll sa MAED in order to continue the school that we have. Kasi gusto rin namin talaga mag-continue yun. Not only I, but also the pastor in the church also. So, this advanced curriculum will help me a lot. Kasi nung time nung nag-handle ako ng preschool, ako lang yung gumagawa ng sarili kong curriculum. So I just follow the books, the textbook that we have. And then pagkatapos nun, wala na. So hindi wala akong proper guidelines pagdating dun sa curriculum kasi hindi naman ako nag-aral or sa ganung bagay. Although I'm already teaching for about 26 years na, pero hindi hindi ako naging involved sa mga ganung bagay. So I'm just a plain teacher nung mga time na yun bago kami nagtayo ng school sa church. So in that time wala talaga akong idea pagdating sa ganung bagay. Sabi ko nga po sa inyo, I just follow yung kung ano yung binibigay ng books starting from chapter 1 going to the last. So yun lang yung pattern ko. Pero yung pagdating dyan sa curriculum na yan, although I have the idea kasi naman educator naman ako by profession, pero hindi ko alam yung ganung bagay. So it is good thing that we have this kind of subject na somehow when we are going to continue the school, kasi nga sabi ko kanina na gusto namin i-continue ulit yung school dahil meron na kaming ipanlalaban kapag nakagraduate ako dito, and one of the requirements ni DepEd is dapat yung mag-handle nun is tapos siya ng MAED or early childhood, di ba? Pero nung sabi ko nga, if I'm going to graduate in this course, makakaano ko, mapupurso namin na maituloy yung school sa church. And syempre, bukod doon, magkaroon na rin ng syempre higher salary, sabi nga ni Sir kanina, 'di ba? Kasi isa rin talaga sa labanan sa ating profession is talagang mag-upgrade ka, 'di ba, sa iyong profession. So, aside from taking your LET exam, dapat meron din talagang mga ganito. And one thing more, isa rin sa requirements sa amin na before ka mag-handle ng college, dapat you have your master's degree. Units pa nga lang yung meron ako. Pero I thank God kasi I've been put into this level kahit na hindi pa ako talagang finally na nakatapos. Pero thank you for the privilege that they have put me into the college level na hindi pa nga nakakatapos. So, and I hope that this advanced curriculum will help me a lot to really establish the curriculum that we are going to make when it comes to preschool level and even to the elementary level. So, thank you po, Doc.
Thank you so much. How about Sir Wawi?
Good evening po. Audible po ba ako?
Yes po.
Salamat po. Medyo mahina po kasi ang signal sa amin kasi nandito po kami sa taas ng bundok. By the way, my name is Wawi M. Mariano, affiliated with Living Water Essential College. I was recently promoted as a school principal and also serve as a part-time instructor to the said college. I have been fortunate to receive an encouragement from our CEO to further expand my personal growth and also the development. But I have also personal aspiration to become a manager and also leader in the field of education. And I am so committed to developing expertise, sir, and leadership na hindi lang basta leader and manager, but we have also the qualities. And I know advanced curriculum provide us a numerous benefit that significantly enhance our role in education and also deepens our understanding of the latest educational theories and teaching practices that enable us to design and implement curricula to meet the needs of the student and also the institution, sir. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much. How about Miss Genevieve? Miss Genevieve?
Hello po, Doc. Naririnig po ako?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Hello po. Good evening po, Doc, and to my classmates. My name is Genevieve A. Calixtro. I'm currently teaching in public school po in Nazareneville Elementary School in Antipolo City. Been with the department for almost 7 years. So what brought me here po, of course, the professional development, advancement, and then the enhancement as well. siguro gusto ko na rin lumabas dun sa comfort zone ko na nasa teacher 1 pa rin po ako until now. Kasi kailangan po din ng katulad po nito na mag-take kami ng master's degree, ayan, or makakuha kami nun para rin po ma-promote, ayan. So isa rin po talaga yun sa mga nag-urge po sa akin na mag-take ng master's degree then as well. At the same time po, mas ma-deepen, ma-widen po yung knowledge ko when in terms with the curriculum din. Then may bago rin po kasing curriculum. So madami po talaga na mga kumbaga, change is the only constant thing. Yun po. Salamat po. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Balikan natin si Miss Delcoro. Miss Delcoro.
Hello po, Doc.
Go ahead.
Naririnig na po ako, Doc?
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon po, Doc and classmates. I'm Elia Del Coro from Samar, pero andito po ako ngayon sa Pakak Gimba Nueva Ecija po. Currently teaching po sa Gimba United Methodist. Nag-enroll po ako sa MAED para additional knowledge po, Doc, how to become a good leader in the future. Kasi as a teacher, kailangan pa pong matutunan kung paano po maging isang mabuting teacher or kung ano pa po ang mga dapat pong i-additional na knowledge po para magamit ko po sa mga bata. Then, professional growth na rin po. Expected ko po sa subject na to. I'm so excited po, Doc, to learn more about designing curriculum. Kahit mahirap po ito, alam ko kung mahirap po kung ang paggawa ng curriculum. Pero sa tulong niyo po, Doc, expected po ko po na marami po kaming matutunan sa iyo. Yun lang po. Thank you. God bless.
Okay. Thank you so much. How about Madam Fatima? Madam Fatima, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Naririnig na po.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon, classmates. I'm Ma'am Fatima Ginilius from San Jose del Monte, Bulacan. So I enrolled this master's to learn new ideas and of course po for my personal growth kasi medyo matagal na rin po ako graduate ng college. Thank you po, sir.
Thank you so much. Meron po ba tayong hindi natawag? Sige, volunteer na, hindi po natawag. O, sorry. Yes po. Go ahead, Sir Billy Joe.
Hello po, good afternoon po. Narinig po.
Yes po, opo.
So I'm Billy Joe M. Nicolas po from San City of Muñoz, Nueva Ecija. Nagtuturo po ako ngayon sa World City College in Gimba. I teach major and professional subjects po or courses sa College of Education. And then that's why po I enrolled masters kasi po need po requirement po when teaching in college. And then plus originally po kasi I value education. That's why talagang pinush ko na po and hopefully po matapos po this academic year. Plus, dito po sa course na to parang, ayun nga po, katulad po ng mga binanggit nila kanina, parang it covers all po when it comes to education kasi po parang ito po yung roadmap sa education and ako po affiliated po ako sa College of Education. So, sana po magamit ko po yung mga knowledge na makuha ko po rito to actually contribute po sa college po namin. Thank you po.
Okay, thank you so much. Meron pa po ba tayo na hindi natawag? Parang yung, okay, Aaron, AJ. Sige, go. Aaron. Yes, go ahead. Dami natin, nakakatawa.
Audible na po ako.
Okay, sige, apo.
Ayan po, isang makasaysayang hapon po at gabi sa ating pong lahat. Ako po muli si Ginong Aaron J. Macalisang, galing po sa San Jose del Monte, Bulacan. At kasalukuyan ako po yung nagtuturo ng mga kurso o asignatura na kaugnay po sa Agham Lipunan, sa senior high school, maging po sa lokal na kolehiyo po namin, na kung saan doon din po nagtatrabaho si Ma'am Angelica Gallardo sa City College of San Jose del Monte po. At sobrang na-excite din po ako at na-challenge sa course po natin na ito dahil nung ako po nasa undergrad, isa po ito sa mga paksa sa professional ed po namin na yung mas interesado po kung pag-aralan, lalo pat may mga marami-raming mauugong na mga usapin din po kasi ang napag-uusapan sa curriculum ng kinukuha po naming specialization sa Araling Panlipunan. Kaya feeling ko po, tingin ko po, malaki po yung matutuhan ko po rito upang kung paano po tingnan yung mga pagpapainam pa po no, ng curriculum po sa specialization po namin. At kaya po ako kumuha po ng masterado po ngayon para na rin po mapalalim pa at mapainam po yung aking kakayahan sa karera po na kinukuha ko po. Yun lang po, maraming salamat.
Thank you. Yes, Jollibee. Totoo ba to? Jollibee? Sorry. Go ahead.
Yes po, Do. Good evening po. Good evening, teachers. My name is Teacher Jollibee Ramos Galiano from Gimba, currently teaching po in Pakak High School. So the reason why I took this master's, sir, is for professional growth and deepen my knowledge po and understanding po about the curriculum sa subject po. Hopefully, it gave me more knowledge po na magamit ko po in teaching po. This is my first year, sir, in public school po kasi i-in ko lang po, sir, sa public. Thank you, sir. Nice to meet you din po.
Thank you. Thank you. So, meron pa ba? Yung naka-Realme, sino to? Naka-Realme. Hindi ba nakapagpalit to? Realme? Okay, sige. Thank you so much. No, I just want to inform everyone that this will be my first semester in WC Gimba as the Dean of the Graduate School. No, so looking forward that you will be able to finish your master's degree in World City Colleges. Okay, okay. So to continue, again, as I mentioned earlier, actually my expertise is more on IT. No, but I just want to inform everyone that I also finished my BS in Mathematics. No. BS in Mathematics rather, Masters in Mathematics and Doctor in Education. No? So, I have also a vertical articulations when it comes to education. No? But as I mentioned earlier, no, I also vertical align in IT, ComSci, and even in business, no? And business education. So, I encourage everyone, of course, to continue studying. No? Actually, I have 5 BS degrees, no? I have 5 master's degree and I have 7 doctorate degree. So looking forward now that you will be able also to enroll no in doctorate degree right after this master's degree program. Okay. So to continue no with this I just want to share my screen. I wasn't able to provide a PowerPoint presentation, but I'll try to show you the course outline no of the advanced curriculum. Okay, so as what I have here now posted in our shared no in our Zoom, no, so the course title is Advanced Curriculum Development. So this course provides an in-depth exploration of advanced principles and practices in curriculum development. So it focuses on designing, of course, implementing and evaluating curricula that cater to the diverse educational needs in our country. So you as a student will engage with contemporary theories, practical applications, and case study relevant no, to the local context. So week 1, we're going to discuss about the introduction to advanced curriculum development. Of course, focus on the curriculum development per se, the overview, the historical context in the Philippines, the current trends, no, the concepts and the theories of curriculum development. Then theoretical frameworks in curriculum design, curriculum models and approaches, week 3. Week number 4, needs assessment and contextual analysis. Week 5, curriculum design and frameworks. Week 6, integrating local and cultural context. Week 7, in technology and innovation in curriculum development. No? And developing assessment and evaluation strategies, implementation strategies and challenges, inclusive education and differentiated instruction, collaboration and stakeholder engagement, monitoring and continuous improvement, policy and regulatory consideration, presentation of curriculum projects. So as what I have here, you are required to craft no, your own curriculum no, based on your field of specialization. No? And of course, reflection and future direction. So this will be the content. No? And don't you worry, I will send this. I don't know if it's sent already, but I will send it to you later. No? The table of contents of our or the course outline of the advanced curriculum development design, no, for Philippine setting actually. Okay? So there's somebody who had texted, no? Okay. So right now I'm presently enrolled in Juris Doctor, no? I already third year in my law, no, looking forward that I could able to finish law. No, it's too hard actually, no? Very challenging. Okay. So do you have any questions so far before we may proceed to the entire to the discussions of chapter 1? Do you have any clarification, verification? When it comes to grading system, same as what you have last semester, no? Same po 'yon. Na-send ko na pala last week. Okay. So ganun ang prop, no? Dapat maaga nabigay na sa bata, no? Isa yung sa challenge sa atin, then kung may adjustment, pwede namang during the first meeting sabihin natin, no? Wala namang perfect na kaagad nabibigay mo 100%. But prior to that discussion, no? Kasi maybe somebody are asking, what will be the guidelines or what will be the process, no, in crafting curriculum? Now, crafting memorandum orders for curriculum in the Philippines involves, of course, several steps and coordination among different agencies, each with specific rules in the educational landscape. Okay, so there are certain general overview of the process of the Department of Education. Siyempre, hindi naman pwedeng focus lang tayo sa education, sa DepEd, even TESDA, or Technical Skills Development Authority, and of course, the Commission on Higher Education. Now, we start from DepEd. No? So, number one, of course, we need to look into the need assessment and research. This will be the time for us to gather data, no, in educational needs. Take note, industry demands and student feedback. We need to engage, of course, with stakeholders, no, including the teachers. Kasi sabi kanina, I've heard, hindi kayo naging part ng pag-craft ng curriculum. But we need to inform you that in DepEd, no, they will see to it that there is certain engagement from the teachers, from the student, and of course, industry experts. Initial draft, no, for DepEd, they develop an initial draft of the memorandum based on the needs assessment. Okay? They conduct internal reviews within DepEd to ensure alignment with national educational goals and policies. Kaya sabi nyo kanina, I've heard somebody mention, parang kada iba yung ginagamit na curriculum. Okay? So, ayoko munang bigyan kayo ng with regards to that, pero madidiscuss natin yan later on. A while ago, I have mentioned about stakeholder consultation. Feedback is important because it circulates the draft for feedback from stakeholders, including the educators, the school administrators, and other relevant parties. Then right after feedback, DepEd proceed to the revision. So, they may incorporate feedback and make necessary revisions. Then right after stakeholder consultation, the next process will be the approval, no? Submit the final draft to higher authorities with DepEd for approval. Then endorsement, no? They need to obtain endorsement from the Secretary of Education. Then right after that, issuance and implementation. Siyempre, nandiyan yung publication and monitoring. The department in charge for curriculum development issue the memorandum order officially through DepEd's communication channels. And they need to implement and monitor the rule out, no, of the curriculum changes. Okay, that is the process for DepEd. Now, how about the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority? When it comes to industry and sectoral consultation, no, same as what I have mentioned, same sa TESDA, kailangan din nila ng need assessments. No? They need assessment. No? Conduct industry consultations to identify skills gaps, no, and training needs. Then right after, this will be the standard development. No? Develop training standards and curriculum based on industry requirements. No? Then right after that, drafting the memorandum order. Of course, within the initial draft, the memorandum order outlining no, the new or the revised curriculum. For the internal review within TESDA, of course, muna, no, and ensure alignment with national standards and policy. Same with DepEd. Then right after, the next step, or step number 3 is, of course, stakeholder engagement. So consultation, they share the draft with relevant stakeholders, including training institution and industry representative. Then right afterwards, dyan na po yung feedback incorporation. So right after po na makonsult, may mga, let's say, may mga inputs ang training institutions and industry representatives, i-revise po ng curriculum development department yung draft based on stakeholder feedback. Then, step number 4, approval in issue 1. So they submit the final draft to the TESDA board for approval. Then issue the memorandum order through official channels. And then afterwards, implementing and monitoring, no? So training of trainers, no? So syempre, since they have a new curriculum, they facilitate training, no, for instructors and institution on the new curriculum. Then right after that, evaluation. So they monitor the implementation and effectiveness of the curriculum. For the Commission on Higher Education, or CHED, policy and needs analysis ang kailangan nila. So they do research, no? Analyze educational trends. Siyempre kasi ano to baccalaureate degree, master's degree, and doctorate degree. So they consider, of course, the labor market needs and the academic feedback, no? They also have consultation, engage with higher education institution, industry, and stakeholders. Then step number 2 in CHED, drafting the memorandum order. So they develop or create a draft based on policy analysis and stakeholder inputs. They review or conduct internal reviews to ensure compliance with national educational policies and standards. So same with DepEd, TESDA, and CHED. They need, of course, to ensure compliance with national educational policies and standards. Then, right after step number 2, sa draft ng CMO or Memorandum Order, they may proceed to the approval. I mean, the stakeholder review rather, no? So, they distribute the draft to higher education, institution, and other relevant entities for feedback. Then, make necessary revision based on the feedback received. Then, step number 4, approval in issue 1, no? Submission, no? They present the final draft to the CHED board for approval. Then right afterwards, no, publication. So the CHED, of course, issue the memorandum order and disseminate it to the higher educational institution. Then implementation, during the implementation, okay, so we may proceed. Okay, so right after monitoring evaluation, so the commission, of course, oversee the implementation of the new curriculum, no, and higher education institution. Then evaluate the impact and effectiveness of the curriculum changes. So the common elements across agencies, of course, as what I mentioned, no, yung pinaka-common sa lahat ng agencies, no, alignment with national policies, transparency, and capacity building. Okay? So, I'll just want, of course, to give first the insight on how these 3 agencies, no, crafted their curriculum. Now, I'll just want to reiterate the content, the entire content of the advanced curriculum. Okay. So, the first topic that we're going to discuss is the introduction to advanced curriculum development, because curriculum development has evolved significantly over the years. Wait for a while. Okay. The curriculum development has evolved significantly over the years, no? Shaped by historical, social, and political influences. So in the Philippine setting, no, this evolution reflects the country's colonial past, no, educational reforms, and the ongoing efforts to align with global educational standards. So current trends in curriculum development emphasize learner-centered approach, global competencies, and inclusivity. So understanding this historical context is important for developing curricula that are relevant and responsive for today's educational needs. Now, the history of curriculum development in the Philippines is deeply rooted in the country's colonial past, as I mentioned, which has significantly influenced its educational system. So way back during the Spanish colonial period, education was primarily religious in aim at producing obedient subjects. So the curriculum was centered on Christian doctrine, syempre basic literacy, and vocational training. So with the arrival of the American in the early 20th century, the curriculum shifted to focus on English language instruction, democratic values, and of course, the basic education. So the American influence also introduced a standardized education system with a formal curriculum, which laid the foundation for the modern Philippine educational system. Post-independence, the Philippines began to develop a more nationalistic curriculum that emphasize, of course, Filipino values, history, and culture, moving away from the colonial curriculum models. So this period saw the development of various educational reforms aimed at making educational more accessible and relevant to the needs of Filipino society. So, the curriculum development, wait,